Okay. All right. Good. Okay. All right. I think so. Yeah. Just need to make this fit now. Silly window capture. What do you think you're doing? Let's move you over here, shall we? There we go. I don't think my reverb is on. Yep. I do not see it in the filter list. Great. Same thing with my noise filter, but it's 11 o'clock at night. I don't really need to worry about anything making noise right now. Let me snooze these ads. Oh, hey, Necro Knights. Nice to have you here. It's nice to see people being here, you know? Ah, very peaceful night. Yes. Drawing tablet working as it should be. Let me turn on my phone so I can see my Twitch chat as I do this. That should do it. And it's at 60%. My phone doesn't run out of battery fast, so I think we should be fine then. I believe we are ready. So, in that case, hi everyone. It's me, Baphomet Necrovalis. And you are my Necro Knights. Yes, you are. With that being said, I have things to do, don't I? Things that I have to do every single stream. Which is content. Does my mic sound fine? Can you all hear me good? Don't say something like that. Alright, good. You can hear me fine. With that being said, what do you guys dream about? You know, my dreams are usually really vivid. They sometimes have monsters, sometimes they have cool superpowers. I've been hearing that a lot from people. Not really, like, people not really dreaming anymore. Well, like I was saying, my dreams, they include people, monsters of all kinds, situations of all kinds, places of all kinds, like most dreams do, you know? And I've always been fascinated with dreams. Because there's something that cannot really be explained that well, if that makes sense, you know? You can go ahead, don't worry. Honestly, the less people see the stream, the better, maybe. But, company's great, you know? I really, really love company. Something tragic? Nah, not really. Nothing really tragic happened. I just want to have a little chat while we do our thing here, you know? And whatever happens, happens. And whatever doesn't happen, doesn't happen. Yeah, company's lethal. Alright. had some nice tunes in the background. What was I talking about before? Right, dreams. Like I was saying, my dreams, they're full of so many things, you know? And I've always been fascinated with dreams because, like the brain, there's not really something that can be explained that well, you know? To understand dreams is to understand the brain, and we just can't do that just yet. Can we? At least that's what I think. Science may say otherwise. In any case, what I have with me right now is my dream journal. And what I plan to do is draw people that appeared in my dreams. Maybe even places or objects that appeared in my dreams. Because there have been many of those, you know? And I feel like I've never thanked my dreams. There have been times where I'd rather be dreaming than staying awake. And it makes sense with the current state of the world. But I never really trust any thoughts that happen after 9 p.m. And I feel like that's some good advice that other people should take and use in their daily lives, you know? So I know that some of these feelings are temporary. In any case, dream journal. I want to draw things that appeared in my dream journal so I can finally thank my dreams properly. They've done a lot for me in terms of my creativity, in terms of how I carry myself in my everyday life. And I want to give appreciation, you know? Oh, hey, Egg. It's nice to see you. I'm gonna choose a random one, a random entry from my dream journal. Let's see what we have here. Oh. I'm not sure how loud that is. I picked a bunch of songs that were dreamcore, weirdcore, for this stream. Here we have Cara Cara Bonito. Now I know what's real and what is fake. Anyway, I'm going to start with the first entry in my dream journal. This dream, it was really strange. But the one that got me the most was the last part. I'll read the entry out to you guys. I went home and I started chilling. Suddenly, I got this feeling that I really had to check my closet. So I did. And in there was an area that was sort of suspended in time. Inside this area was a chair, a gray and white cat, and the phone that was displaying Minecraft PE in the middle of a parkour map. And somehow... Okay, sure. Yeah, thank you for telling me. Need to turn on the desktop audio. I turned myself up there. There we go. How does it sound now? I'm gonna bring my mic closer to me. Just a burning memory. No, I didn't add that to the playlist, but the thing is that Just a Burning Memory, it's a whole bunch of sad songs, really, at least in my opinion. And in this stream, I don't want sadness. The opposite. I want to do this stream as a thank you to my dreams because I really hold them dear. So, like I said, I found this area suspended in time in my closet, and somehow I was able to grab it. I was able to pull it out, and I'm gonna skip a little bit into the entry over here. I saw a huge hairy spider inside of a spider web within like the little area of frozen time, you know? And I got an urge to take a picture of what was inside the cube. And then a cat came out of the little square of frozen time. And I was really confused until I got this weird nostalgic feeling, like a feeling of like nostalgia and sorrow. And I picked up the cat and I cradled it and I kept saying, "My son, my forgotten son, I love you," over and over and over. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can draw this area of frozen time. That'll be the first art piece that appears in the stream. Hello, Leafy. Welcome to the stream. So again, the area was like a sort of cube in my closet. By the way, if you're expecting high quality art, especially on a stream like this, spontaneous at night, you've come to the wrong place. And I ask you to leave now if you won't be satisfied with what I'll give you. But if you think you can sit tight and enjoy as I ramble, then be my guest. So again, the area within the closet was like a little, not a little, it was a pretty big cube. And you can leave, Nuke. No one's stopping you. A thank you to dreams. That's the topic of this stream. I'm not sure what's going on with my lines today. They're not really lining, if that makes any sense. It is 11 a.m. I haven't really gotten much sleep. But the last few nights, I have. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to draw, because why not? So within the entry, it mentions a few things. A huge hairy spider, a chair, a gray and white cat. I even see like a bug with a beak. What it represents, your guess is as good as mine. I love interpreting dreams. I love dreams in general. You know, I've always found it kind of... Oh, I think ads are running right now. Nope, ad break is over. I've always found it kind of funny how aspirations are sometimes called dreams. Because dreams are usually seen as things that are impossible. When I say dreams, I mean like the dreams you see when you're asleep. You can fly, you can breathe underwater, you can walk, run, and it's always demented in some kind of way. I gotta draw a green bug with tank tire tracks and a beak. Right? It had a beak. Okay. Its legs and feet looked like the wheels of a tank. So a strange bug. What should I call this bug? If I recall correctly, and as the description inside the dream journal says, the bug, it had a beak. And to emphasize that it's a bug, we give some antennas. Yep. Perfect. Let's give it some extra eyes. And the beak wasn't pointed like that. It wasn't like anything like that. It's more like something like that. And again, it was sort of like this. And it had wings, I believe. Some sort of wings on its back. Though it didn't seem like the type of wings that a bug would use to fly. It seemed like more of a intimidation / speed thing. Yes. This is Mice on Venus, if I'm not mistaken. Also, it was not this thick. It still kind of looks like a bird. Oh, song requests aren't on. Just so I can keep the vibe, you know? If it were any other art stream, then yeah, song requests would be on. I hope that doesn't frustrate you too much, you know? But for this specific stream, I want things to be different. This isn't your average stream after all. I don't stream at 11. I never do. And yet here I am. It probably won't be the first time either. I really do apologize if that frustrates you. Oh, I see. Well, don't worry. I don't think the stream is going to be that loud at all. So, nothing's really going to hurt your head. The bug, it had tank tracks for feet. Oh, interesting. Reminds me of the time I got laughing gas. I was stabbed directly on the nerve. I felt a piercing pain, and then I started laughing. Now that I said it out loud, it sounds kind of emo, but that's just how laughing gas works, I guess. Probably not all of them. There's probably different types, but you know what I mean. It's strange. It's always been strange. You're right. They don't. You're absolutely right. I remember how it was. I thought it'd be different. I thought I would, not really feel like myself under laughing gas, but everything felt exactly the same, except I just couldn't stop laughing. I found that really cool. Things that mess with the mind, they've always been things that I found cool. That's the entire reason why dreams fascinate me so much. Because, well, it's made by the mind. Like vent, yeah, I guess. But, like I was saying, dreams, right? Sometimes they show you things that you've never seen before. And that's a sort of supernatural aspect that you don't really see in everyday life, you know? Um, what the hell? Where'd the silly hat go? Where's the silly hat? Oh, hang on. Let me give you your points back. I don't want you to be scammed. I'm gonna fix the silly hat right now. You can redeem it again if you'd like. I'm about to refund you your points. Silly hat. I know, I know. It stinks. There you go, you can have your points back. Alright, cool. Oh, I didn't realize. Hello, Taffy. Like I was saying, I've always found dreams to be very supernatural. And I'm not really a person who believes in much of the supernatural at all. But dreams are different. Something different about them, you know? Alright, Silly Hat should be working now, by the way. So if you ever want to redeem it again, you can. Ooh. Now hold on. They were tank tracks, but they were also green. There we go. Alright. And green, 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 green. There's always at least one skeleton present? What do you mean by that? You mean like in your dreams, or? Oh. You know, I've always wanted to have a recurring dream. If it pleases the Necro Knights, it's always been a dream of mine. Seriously though, my dreams are always mostly different. Ooh, that's not good. They're always mostly different. And sometimes while I do enjoy chaos, I do enjoy some sort of consistency, if that makes any sense. I only write down my vivid dreams instead of my dream journal. Because those vivid dreams are the things that hit the hardest for me. So that's why I really don't have many dreams written down. I've got like 16, 18 maybe. A lucid dream. Like apple flavored candy. See, that's another thing. I've always heard people say that it's crazy that you can't use your phone in dreams, or you can't write in dreams, or the words look weird in dreams, but I don't agree. Most of the dreams I've had with like phones and stuff, they appear pretty well, pretty vividly. And the times I've written something down in a dream, it's usually worked. Of course, not every single time, but most of the time, really. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I can write in dreams. I can definitely write in dreams, but for some reason other people can't. And I've always found that really strange. Yeah, no, exactly. The phones that I've used in dreams, they've been really limited. Usually having only like one or two apps on them. And I'm. I know that this probably isn't true, but I wish it was. I wish that dreams actually were alternate realities that you get like a free trial into, a free trial, you know? I've had dreams where I was like literally a camera, where and the text showed up like an overlay on them before. So you're right. There's like an infinite universe. There's like, well, I mean, I guess not really an infinite universe. If I can nerd out a little bit here, it's like there is a limit, but the limit is constantly expanding. So, I mean, there's always possibilities of anything, really. Hmm. I mean, I guess. What can really be the difference between the universe and the reality? You know, like Saving Private Ryan. That's a funny way to look at it. You've never watched that movie? Then what are you saying? That's weird. Cut it out. All right, let me see what else was in there. Uh, Inside the dream journal, it says there was a huge hairy spider inside of the cube. Also, this green bug is supposed to be in a box. So, let's make a little box for him. Probably in a separate layer. Hmm. There we go. So, if you weren't here when I said it, this stream is a thank you to dreams. Not aspirations, not goals, but the dreams you have when you're asleep. And right now, I am drawing things written inside of my dream journal. Because why not? Let me do something real quick. I need to plug. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Do you know how many things came to someone in a dream? It's it's crazy, really. There we go. Yeah, no, that's one of the examples, but I want to say something. You know, I feel like if more people took inspiration from their dreams, then we would have a whole new version of creativity. Of course, someone might have a dream and shrug it off because, oh, it's just a dream. It's something conjured up by the human mind. Who really cares? But I don't like that. I don't. If someone has a dream, I want them to think about it. I want dreams to have a bigger role in someone's life simply because they're interesting and I see the ads are coming in. There's a box in here. Alright, I'm gonna wait till the ads are over. Oh, oops. There we go. And there, and there, and there, and there, and there. See, now they look more like tank tracks. How strange, how weird. Yesh. The ads are gonna end in 15 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. I know you guys were in ad jail. Like I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I wish that dreams played a bigger role in people's creative process. Too many interesting things happen in dreams for them to just be shrugged off like most people do. People have a dream, they say, wow, that was a strange dream. Maybe they tell someone, maybe they tell multiple people. But that's usually the extent of it. I don't like that. I want people to dream more. Well, not really dream more. I mean, dwell in their dreams more. Lucid dream every night. I like that, and I don't like that. And here's why. Being able to lucid dream every single night, I feel like if I had that ability, then I would be so tired of everyday mundane life and try to escape into my dreams more often. And that's just me, though. That's just me. I'm not sure if someone else would have the same kind of experience or things of some kind, you know. But I can't trust myself to not dwell in my dreams. That's what I'm saying, though. If you're already tired of everyday life, imagine how much more tired you would be knowing that you could just go to sleep and everything would fall to your whims. That's why you can't give someone everything they want all at once. Because once you do, they'll get tired of everything they've had. Hi, Skaith. Welcome. Skaith, what do you dream about, Skaith? I know, no explosions today. This stream is more of a... It's different. This stream is different from all the other streams. I'm sure you've noticed from no song requests, strange title, and I'm being a little bit quiet today because it's pretty late. And we're thinking some deep thoughts right now. It's nice to have you here. I always find your presence rather comforting, Skaith. You're really cool. Now, what was I on about before you came in? Thank you, Skaith. Oh, Skaith, you might be curious about what's going on today. I am drawing things that I wrote down within my dream journal. Because, why not? You know? Dreams need more exposure. I feel like more people should keep a dream journal. Life would be so much more interesting. Alright. So there was a box. There was a big hairy spider. You don't say. Yeah, it sure is. If I'm gonna draw the big hairy spider, I have to draw the spider web too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you remember. I guess it has. It looks like sheer heart attack a little bit. This is a bug that has no name that appeared in my dreams. It has tank tracks for feet and the beak. You know, that's interesting. Because when you're in a dream, sometimes you forget everything that goes on in your daily life. And you sort of like get a. It's like almost. It's like you were accustomed to the dream before you even went in there. And that's one of the more interesting parts of dreams that I've seen. When I'm in a new dream, it feels like I already know all the rules of the dream that I'm having. Like, don't approach that area. Speak this language constantly. What else? Move in this certain way. Never touch that lever. That's true. Technically, you did make those rules. Or did you? Because, like I said, we don't really understand dreams. And I know it's a stretch. But, oh, Donut. Oh, Donut, it's nice to see you. Have you been enjoying Megabunk? I'm doing very well, Donut. I was about to say my own name. Yes, Necro. Necro has been doing well. I'm happy to hear that. Take that as my thank you for giving me web fishing when Cerber was doing her thing, you know? Yes, it's true, Skaith. We don't understand the brain at all. The fact that you gain new memories, new thoughts, new understandings of certain rules when you're in a dream at times, it fascinates me. I've always been really interested in all sorts of psychology. For all the delays, for all the things going on, no one's buying that. Well, actually, everyone's buying that, but no one should be buying that, at least in my opinion. Now, what was I thinking? What was I saying? Right. The brain is weird. And people need to think about that more. Well, they don't need to, but I really wish they did. Dreams are way too interesting to be thrown aside. I love dreams so much. Let's see. I've never drawn a spider web before. I just know there's a lot of patterns. Every spider web is unique. Just like every person and every dream is unique. It's a cool concept. It truly is. Actually, let me erase this part right here. I don't want the spider web to take over most of the memory box. So this dream right here, I found a box suspended in time inside of my closet. And it had all sorts of weird things in it, like a bug with tire tracks for feet, a big hairy spider, a phone with Minecraft on it, and the cat. A strange, strange cat. I see. That's another thing about the brain. Sometimes it debuffs you. It's been complexity theory. See, Scaife, this is why I like you. This is why I like you a lot. That's so interesting. Neurons. So before I get to that neuron stuff, it's been about 2-3 years since I was diagnosed with ADHD. It's been a strange few years, but I never let it get to me. The brain, sometimes it debuffs you, sometimes it alters your thoughts in ways, and sometimes it just does its own thing. What can I say? And about what you said, Scaife, I always find it amazing how small things can make a bigger picture. For example, what's on my screen right now? It's all pixels. Small little pixels, making up strange and complex structures. I like that. I like that a lot. It's always the little things. What am I even doing with myself? Thank you, Twitch. Yes, totally. 5 people are watching. I see 7 on my other plugin thingy. Yeah, this could do as a spider web. I've seen spider webs that look like this. But I should erase some things here. These lines in between should not really be there, per se. It should be this. Twitch has done some weird things. As a small streamer, I'm not really in it for the viewers, but at the same time, I don't like how it's impacted others. In any case, I will become what I said I would become. I am going to be a nice male VTuber that doesn't get into drama, relaxes. Exactly, the botting measures. It's really screwed things up. What the hell? I thought I made this playlist loop. There we go. What was I talking about? Right. I'm gonna grow as a male VTuber. I'm going to become great. Well, I think I'm already great, but I'm gonna become greater. I'm going to meet lots of new people, make lots of new friends, and become a better version of myself through it. If I can make some money through that too, even better. There's an old quote, you know. It's If you enjoy what you do, then you never have to work a day in your life. I like that. Erase this part right here. Don't know what I was thinking with that. Let's erase this part in the middle completely. People have been really nice to me, and it never goes unnoticed. So many people have helped me grow. It's all women everywhere, true. But it's okay. Everyone could use a few more female friends. Oh, good lord. I think my model is going to come out great because our very wonderful Nuke is drawing it. And then, one way or another, I'm going to rig it. Oh, interesting. I see. Okay. I've always had a big mix of both in real life, you know? Male, female. I never really discriminated. I just never found a reason to. But when it comes to streaming, yeah, female friends. But I think my growth has been sort of explosive. How was it when you started Scathe? Hmm? Ooh, okay. I can see where this is going. There we go. Oh. It was the same way with me, I guess. I just started streaming one day. I said, fuck it, let's stream. And here I am. And in 28 days, I've grown to 68 subscribers. I mean, not subscribers, followers. And, yeah. Oh, I see. I love Minowan. I'm planning to do a debut once my model is complete. But for now... Oh. I'm pretty sure you have ad block, so I'm gonna keep talking. For now, I will stay as a PNG tuber moth. You gotta start somewhere, of course. Might as well gain a little bit of a following to watch you grow. And then become what you want to become. Oh, what are you doing? Actually, I'm not sure if you have ad block. I'll repeat what I said when you come back. About 30 seconds left. Oh, you heard? Great. Perfect. Now, what was I saying? Right. One day I just started. I didn't do any sort of extravagant debut or anything. My first ever stream was a Balatro stream. I just said, hello, I'm Necrovalis, I'm a Baphomet Moth, and I'm here to play games and make friends. And I just started. I'm really proud of myself for that. And in about 2 weeks after starting, I became affiliate which is something I was really proud of. Um, See, I've always wanted to be some kind of entertainer. Thank you for the posture check, Leafy. I've always wanted to be some kind of entertainer. Um, I took acting classes when I was younger, and I thought, are these really for me? So instead, I veered away from acting classes and I started getting into computers. And it was fascinating, it was interesting. But something within me still yearned to be some sort of entertainer of some kind. I. Yeah. I'm sort of the same, but the thing is, I've always been a little bit weird because since I was younger, for some reason, I always felt more comfortable when there was a crowd watching me instead of me talking to a small group of people. Yeah, you're growing. You're growing as you go. Streaming is fun. I've been the host of some talent shows here and there. I've I did stand up comedy, but that was like when I was like really really young. None of the jokes were funny, but I think I've grown from that. Let's see, what does a tarantula look like? Right, this is the abdomen. The head is like a little bit flat here. Hmm. I want to make more friends. I want to meet more people. I want to do things I like to do with others that I like around me. And these are things that most people want, but I'm working towards it, which is something that not most people are doing. And I'm proud of myself for it. Hmm. I do need to be less hard on myself, though. Whoa, I forgot. This song is here. I feel so. You know, Skaith, I'm looking forward to see you grow too. Everyone can always grow a little bit more. Hmm. Hmm. You know, I feel the same way, even though I'm just starting off, you know? Like, your streams are enjoyable. I can always stick around for long periods of time without getting bored. Mm, it's not always about the numbers, or the money, or the statistics. Sometimes someone wants to have fun, and that's that. Hmm. Oh, really? What were you doing before that? In separations. Up, down. Hmm. Oh, I see. So that's how it was with you. It's sort of like Nuke. But the thing with Nuke is that Nuke doesn't really plan on streaming often or much at all. Just when Nuke feels like it. What in the world happened? Where's my music? Continue watching? Fuck you, YouTube. Alright. You know, I really thought this would be an instrumental when I first grabbed it. Let me remove it from the playlist. My Discord Nitro is expiring soon. Don't care. I know, right? Alright, removing that from the playlist. Next song. There we go. That's nice. Or was I? Yeah. I guess they are. You know, Skaith, I really hope you make it. 10-hour white noise, right? You know, Skaith, I said this is sluggy, and I wanted to say it to you too. Because both of you have aided in my growth, both of you have helped me out, and I know it probably isn't this way, but at times, when I've appeared on your streams before, like out of the blue, not even like rated in or anything, I just appeared. And at times I was just appearing to say hi. And I got shouted out, which I really appreciate that. And by the way, this is just to get this off my chest. I know it's nothing bad, but some of those times, for some reason, I felt like a leech because I just popped in, got shouted out, and I left, even though it wasn't really my intention. And I want to let you know that every single time that both of you have supported me, I've appreciated it dearly, and I will not forget it. Mark my words. Little nub back in the abdomen, that's weird. Something that all tarantulas have. For some reason. No, I know, Skaith, I know. I just, want to make sure you know that I always appreciate everything. Oh, god damn it. Select tool. I'm glad I became a Minoan. So many cool friends. All thanks to that silly, silly, silly dog. One day I hope to thank her properly. Not sure how, but one day I will. That's weird. No, that's huh? That's strange. What? I mean, yeah, it is pretty funny. Strange that like spikes on the end of its legs. I don't know. Mm, I always see people saying that people are too sensitive these days, and I don't mean like in when it comes to taking offense to things they should be taking offense to. Because if you're called something mean, then yeah, I mean, go ahead, get offended. But when it's something tiny like that, sometimes you gotta stop and think, is it really worth it? I mean, yeah, you're right. They used to behead people for the littlest things back in the day. How dare you call my wife's earrings tacky? To the brazen bull with you. What did you say to me? But I guess everyone has their own different experiences. I never judge that much on anything. I've always seen that it wasn't my place to. So I never really speak much on certain things. Alright, next is a cat. Hmm. I don't really know how to draw a cat, but well, sure as I'll try my best. A little bit thicker lines, please. Thank you. It'll be a stylized cartoon like Cat. Why not? Like Animal Crossing. So much negativity going on in the world, and yet we keep on moving. Such is the way of humanity. Hmm. Yeah, I know what I stand for. But when I don't know when something's going on, I say I don't know. Just to make sure people don't get the wrong idea about me. Sometimes the words I don't know have power. When it comes to me, I think anyone can be who they want to be, as long as it isn't problematic. As long as it doesn't hurt anyone, I'm okay with it. I believe. Well, what happened? Oh, the music was just changing. I believe everyone should be happy. I don't like seeing people miserable. And unfortunately, that's all I've been seeing nowadays. Not like you can really blame them. Little kitty cat. It'll be sitting down. How does a sitting cat look like? Let me check. I see. Okay, the thing about cats, they're not usually this shape right here. It usually goes down like woof, woof, wah. So let's do that. I really want to believe that one day we are all going to make it. So that's exactly what I'm going to believe until I'm not breathing. But I plan to live a long, fruitful life. So let's see how everything goes. I'm going to focus on making it to tomorrow, making connections, and spreading joy. Because that's just who I am. I'm going to put you on a separate layer. What are you doing in this layer, Mr. Meow Meow? Whoa, what the heck? Necro Valley serious stream. What? Evil ads are approaching. Wonderful. This ear is bigger than the other one. Let's fix that. Your head deserves to be a little bit more rotund, friend. Man, I know this is gonna sound like a basic human desire, but I wish I had, like, bottomless amounts of money. But not really for myself, because when it comes to me, I just want to make sure that I have a place to live and that I can make it tomorrow. But I want to give gifts to others. Like, one of the first things I'll do when getting rich is probably, like, dropping gifts on my friends. And when I get rich, I'm declaring that, by the way, I'm just throwing that out into the universe. When I get rich, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Those who have stuck with me through thick and thin, they will be given a show of gratitude. The judge from Off. Secret money. Also, I can just copy and paste it. Maybe even flip it horizontally. There we go. Not many people can these days, Skaith. But, like I said, would you rather have $1 or $2? I would rather you have $2. I really, really do love my friends a lot. And I don't really just pick anyone to be my friend either. I've seen how badly that goes for others. So I'm always careful with who I choose. It had yellow eyes. No, it didn't. It was a gray and white cat. What kind of eyes do gray and white cats have? Oh yeah, like green, yellow, light green. The cat was like, no, grayer than that. There'll be streaks of white somewhere in there. Thank you, Tiffy. Not Tiffy, Leafy. I'm still thinking about Minawan right now. Man, I love Minawan. Needs to be a little bit of a darker gray, if I'm being honest. Actually, hold on. Sure. Why not? Why not? Why does time have to move forward? Can't it all just stay still? Everything is just so fleeting nowadays and filled with bad. You know, this entire time I've been drawing and I'm thinking this must be bothering Scathed so bad. And it's probably not. It's probably just mild annoyance, but no, here's the thing, Scathed. I can use proper drawing software, but it's sort of become my brand to use Microsoft Paint. Because I got Krita right here. Right here, down here, where my icons are, I have Krita. Right there, waiting. But I'm not touching it. Because it's just way funnier. After all, I'm not an artist. Oh, funny moments. Funny moments indeed. Yeah, you can suss all you want. Let me look at this reference a little bit more. Okay. So the arms kind of curve inward here. Looks like a sort of chicken. I remember your old model, Scathe. He used to be a little kitty cat. Those were the old days. Now you're your own little man. Again, the arms kind of... Oh, I see. Right. Sluggy commissioned you for a model. Just so you know, when Nuke finally gives me my completed model, and you do the rigging streams you said you were going to do, I'm going to follow along with you, just so I can learn. Better that way, you know? Of course, I can always look up a YouTube video. But it's nice. It's nice to see a friend do it. I know I am. I know. But it's like a little challenge, you know? You must always challenge yourself. even if the challenge is watching an unexperienced VTuber rigger rig. Why am I hungry? I shouldn't be hungry. I should not be hungry. Let me go get a snacky real quick. You guys can chill amongst yourselves. Peekaboo. Hey, Scathe. In case you're still here, I do want to tell you something. I've made a game before, but it's only on Scratch. With me, I have a baguette. See, the thing about Scratch is that it's so simple, and yet you can do so many insane things with it. People have made black hole simulations on Scratch. They've made 3D games on Scratch. You know what? It's my stream. I can show you the game that I made. Visual scripting, I haven't. There it is. Alright, I'm getting the game right now. Alright, it's loading everything. Okay. Let me mute this tab so it doesn't interrupt the music. There we go. Now let me just get it real quick. Window capture. Oh, good gracious, okay. Yes, I don't care about my bookmarks. Don't worry about that. Ooh, look at that. Server BT Buds, Isaac Wiki. Who cares? Anyway, this right here is the game that I made a very long time ago on Scratch. It's called Tome Quest. And basically, yes, I added mobile support too. And you can switch it from right to left and stuff. So what you do is you go around. It's a roguelike. It's a roguelike. You go around, you throw stones at slimes, and what's the button for the shop again? Not slimes, multiple creatures. Where's the shop? Okay, P is a shop button. And basically, you have to collect money from killing stuff in order to buy these things right here. Listen, Scape, I haven't played this game in a very long time. Because I haven't touched this game that I've made in a very long time. And here's the goal. Obviously, the goal is to collect all the tomes. Yeah, no, debug keybinds. So the goal here is to collect all the tomes. Going through all the enemies. And defeat this guy right here. That's the goal of the game. You can probably hear my keyboard because I don't have the filter on. And if you lose to that guy, you lose everything you've ever earned up until that point. It's very mechanical. Anyway. Alright. Where was I? Yeah, it's old. And Scratch, while it's capable, is also very limited. You know what? I think you should do a Scratch stream, just to see how someone who usually dabbles in things like Unreal Engine would deal with a much simpler coding software. If you could even call Scratch coding software, I think you can. It codes. I made that game when I was like 15, 16. Nowadays I'm 19. Code is code. Let's see. Let's check. More cat sitting references. No, it's true. Like, Scratch's code. In the back of it all, it's all JavaScript, I believe. Or is it Python? I don't remember. It's either JavaScript or Python. That's all it really is in the background. There's a whole bunch of blocks you can set down. You know coding with blocks, right? It's like pseudocode, but it's the actual code. Makes sense, right? I'm pretty sure you already know what coding with blocks is. I don't need to explain it to someone like you. Ah, C++. Ironically, C++ is probably the coding language I've worked with the most. But at the same time, I barely remember shit from it. Classic, classic, classic. Well, what can you do? I don't really feel like relearning at the moment. Maybe in the future. Eye hurts when you rub it, then you probably shouldn't be rubbing it. Maybe go clean it out with water. Maybe you got some dirt in there. One minute. Okay, so I was about to say, I was about to say, is it weird that I'm currently eating like a straight up baguette, a baguette, if you want to say it the correct way? Like no butter, no cheese, no nothing. I just grabbed a long ass bread, shaboing boing, and started munching on it. Listen, it's 12:27 a.m. I'm not just gonna sit here and make something extravagant. It's nighttime, a time for simple, simple things. I probably should have done that on a separate layer. Ah, who cares? Layers are for suckers anyway. Nah, I'm a sucker then. Let's do some layers. After filling this in, of course. I have no idea what that is. I see. Bro, my playlist is not fucking looping. Unless just YouTube's annoying, are you still watching? Fuck you. How long do I want to go for? Let's go up until 2 hours. Then we'll raid someone. I've never been able to raid someone this late. No, I'm not. I'm not going now, but if you are, then good night. Let's see. Sure. If Nuke was here, You could be calling me insane constantly on many things I've said. How silly. And Nuke is gonna do that regardless. No matter what, the old moth has a screw loose. But don't we all? Don't we all have some screws loose? It's what makes us human. Who needs layers? By the way, you know what? No, I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna save this for when I get 100. I was about to speak about someone, but I'll only do it when I get 100 followers because this person, I appreciate them a lot. And I want to show them how much I appreciate them on a special occasion. I was checking what the hell you were talking about, Skaith, and I see it's for 69. You piece of shit. I was like, no way I reached 100 followers. That's impossible. I haven't seen any follower notifications. But no, it's for fucking 69. You little trickster. Don't you XDX me. Nice kitty cat. Oh, Skaith, why did you choose to be a cat in the beginning? I was always curious about that. Let's see. Kind of reminds me of Cult of the Lamb when I do this. It's like Wi-Fi. Oh. Okay, so you just got it from online. That makes more sense. That's how most people start off anyway. No shame in it. Does it really? Oh, I had no idea. I can't wait to figure out VTube Studio. I know it's gonna be tricky, but I'll do it. By any means necessary. It's not widely used at all, surprisingly. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Nobody really wants to have the default. Well, Unless they really have to, of course. It's like someone using Hillary. XDX. Vertical bar, perhaps. Remember this cat had a white back. Nah. Let's not do it like that. A turtle would never. Turtles aren't VTubers, silly. Go read a book. I don't remember this thing having whiskers. Okay. Like I said, Skaith, I'm just eating a straight up, like, loaf. Straight up baguette. No butter, no nothing, no cheese, no nothing. I'm just ripping into a long ass piece of bread. Alright. I see eating straight up bread was common occurrence for many children. Alright, so I want to move on from that dream. And here's what I'm going to do, Skaith. I'm going to go into my dream journal, and there's this thing I want to draw. In this one dream, I made a black hole bomb. Oh goodness gracious, that jump scares me every single time. I mean, who doesn't love bread though? Bread is yum. Now what was I saying before I lost my train of thought? Oh yeah, in this one dream, I had a black hole bomb. And after I used it to blow up the Earth and destroy the universe, I became a creature. And I want to draw that creature. First, I'm going to give names to all of these guys. Like in this dream, I called this cat my forgotten son. I'm gonna delete the quotation marks. No point in having them. Forgotten son. There's breadcrumbs on my drawing tablet. Let me just put that in the trash right there. There we go. What should I call this bug? There we go. Tank bug. Because of the tank treads as feet. And I have no idea what this thing is. Never heard of it. What the hell is a spider? I've never heard of a spider before. Never. Anywho, time for the magnum opus. Ooh, right. We don't eat spiders, silly. Speak for yourself. You know what? Fair enough. Who am I to tell you to not eat spiders? I remember hearing some that in your sleep you eat like a shit ton of spiders. Honestly, kinda rad. I'm gonna hit my protein as I sleep, just by chewing on spiders. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yes. Strange, lanky creature. That's what I became after using a black hole bomb to destroy the universe. So the thing about this dream, Skaith, for some reason I was like really pissed off at the world, and I made like a black hole bomb, and it destroyed everything. Oh, thank you for your service. Thank you. See, that's less people eating moths. I mean, people. Less spiders eating moths. So again, I was I was making a black hole bomb, and I blew it up. And when it destroyed the Earth and the solar system and everything, I became a lanky gray creature on a faraway moon. And I said this weird ass quote. The quote went like this. It went like, "When it's the end is truly the end," which is fucking stupid. There's people doing weird things upstairs. I don't know what's going on. But like I said that weird ass quote. I still think about it to this day. We are we, and together we are together. I don't know, Skaith. I don't know. It's starting to look like a has-been hotel character. What the hell? It was completely naked, but it had like no genitalia or anything like that. It was just straight up man, humanoid. We are we, and together we are together. Yes, we are, Cerber. Yes, we are. If it weren't for Cerber, I would have never started streaming. I mean that genuinely. Like I said, one day I will pay her back for everything she's done for me. Hmm. Yeah, no, the thing is, so was I. But to me, Cerber was the final push. She inspired me. to the point where I own her fan account on Twitter. There's this Twitter page, Cerber VT Virus. That's me. What am I even doing? Yeah, that's me, Scathe. I'm the Cerber VT Virus. It was me, Barry. She really, she told me she really appreciates me doing that. So, who am I to stop, you know? And it was surprising to me that someone like Cerber had no virus account. So I knew I had to take it before anyone else could. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, good. You know, I have button binds for eraser and paint and everything like that. But for some reason, I'm just too used to just clicking everything up here. That's how you know I'm not an artist. Yes, good. Yes. Baguette. I think once I finish drawing Lankman over here, that'll be the end of this stream. It is pretty late after all. Blender users are a whole different breed. I did a Blender stream recently. It was wacky. It's a good thing I still remembered some things from high school when it came to Blender. Or else I would have been completely lost. I don't know. Like I said, those guys are different breeds. By the way, speaking of Blender, I want to talk about something similar. I'm sure you're all too familiar with Unity, right, Scathe? I feel like that's not even a question. Of course you are, right? Oh, yeah, no, my mistake. Sorry, I assumed. Anyway, the thing with Unity, if you mention it around me, I will tweak out. I will tweak out. I fucking hate Unity. It's all trauma. It's all devious trauma. It's because my teacher sucked at teaching Unity class. Oh, right, I forgot Unreal Engine. It wasn't free back then, was it? Hmm. Gray. Really? Hmm. Well, like I was saying, when it comes to Unity, I will tweak out because I had such terrible, terrible Unity teachers. It was too pricey? I don't doubt it. Oh, I have an idea. So many big softwares. If only they were more accessible. Oh wait, they are, just not in legal ways. Wink wink, nudge nudge. But of course, how would a kid know that? Here we go. So when it came to Unity, I don't know if I told this story before, but I was usually the one going around helping the class with it because the teacher refused to do so. And every time someone needed help, he just directed them towards me. Like the fuck? He didn't even know what he was talking about half the time. Unity, 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 Unity. I should get into Unreal. But if I do that, I gotta learn how to optimize. Oh, Godot? I've had little experience with Godot because I tried modding a game. It didn't go so well, but hey, Godot is actually pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll master the ways of game dev. Okay. Me. Post. Black. Hole. By the way, Scathe, I haven't told you this, but your model, like the one you're making, sick as shit. I can't wait to see it when it's done. I cannot wait. Alright, so this guy was on the moon. Oh, really? I thought optimization was one of the big problems of, Oh, I see. I don't know, I've heard a lot of bad things about optimization on, Unreal. But I guess people are just exaggerating. I guess it happens. Let's see. Do this, do that. Darker. There we go. How productive. Anyone looks at this, they may think I'm a crazy person. Makes it a little bit darker. Ooh. Wrong layer. I look like a fucking FNAF endoskeleton. What is this? Perfect. I like your funny words, Magic Man. Okay. Let's see. Oh, just in time. I did say it would end at 2 hours, and I already did this dumb thing. First, I'm going to check who's online. Oh, look at that, Mary. Okay. A friend of mine is streaming. Go show some love. Thank you for attending my very strange stream. I'll see you all very soon. On Monday. Hugs and kisses. Idiots.